Hello everyone, it's Amir Vetry with the Lion Group at Country First Mortgage, and this is our second podcast. We have a special guest today, Justin Fromstein with Roundtable Ventures. Thanks for coming on, brother.
Oh yeah, no problem, brother. Thank you.
This guy is so freaking cool. He's got a lion ring on today. I fucking love that.
Yeah.
Let's show them the ring. Let's show them the ring.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. Look at that.
Custom built.
I love it. I love it. So this show is about inspiration, about giving you value so that you can take this value into your business, into your personal life, with your family and with your friends and all that good stuff. So Justin, believe it or not, he's a Christian. He loves Jesus. He's 36 years old. He loves off-roading, hanging out with his family. And Justin has a special story, which is why I invited him on the podcast today. Justin, at age 25, age 25, did his first $1 million. He made his first M at 25. At age 26, he did his first $5 million liquid, had a $10 million business, over 50 employees. And in 2008, lost it all. Now, a lot of people in 2008, what happened is they completely got wiped out. They lost it all and they weren't able to build it again. Justin, believe it or not, 36 years old, 2019. I mean, he's pumping 1.4 to 1.8 million revenue a year consistently. And he is a millionaire. I have a millionaire right here in front of me. So I'd like to welcome him to the show. And thank you for coming on, brother.
Yeah, thank you, brother, for having me. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. So tell us your story, man. So tell us about the company and when you first started, how did it feel to make your first $1 million at 25, man?
I actually just, it was more of an unrealistic feeling. I didn't really know that I was going to be blessed with that opportunity. I met a very wealthy investor that gave me the funds so I could able to flip properties, and the market was crashing. But during that crash, there was a lot of people that were making money, a lot of people losing money, a lot more people losing money. But there was a select few investors here in Arizona and across the nation that were buying properties at heavy discounts. And we were reselling them like literally within a month.
Yeah.
Carpet, paint, granite, very light rehabs, and they were making 80 to 100,000 a pop.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that hard to make that money as long as you were ready to take the risk.
Yeah. Yeah. So how much were you making a pop?
We were making 80 to $100,000 per house.
Wow.
Yeah, within about 2 months.
Okay.
You know.
So you make your first milli. What do you do with that? Do you go spend it on a lot of stupid things, which is what a lot of people like to do? I mean, I see you got a Breitling watch on, man.
I mean,
you got boats, you got toys. I mean, what did you do? What did you do with that money, man?
Well, my first $1 million, I reinvested in my business. We actually took that $1 million and went back into the business, hired people, hired a full-time CPA, bookkeeper. We had acquisition experts as well. Let's get the angle
over there, bro.
We had a lot of different. We had drivers that drove the properties.
Yeah.
We had guys bidding at the trustee sales, the auctions.
Yeah.
We had people that were picking up properties directly, short sales.
Okay.
We had agent. We had a full real estate firm as well.
Yeah.
I had my broker's license at that time, so I hired agents under me.
Yeah. And
we had a full service real estate investment company, and we started raising capital. And how we were able to do it is we had that first investor I had, and then that first investor, we ended up getting another 100 investors.
Wow.
So we did by 2011, we did $100 million in business. The only difference is we had a lot more employees, a lot more overhead.
Yeah.
So our profit margins went down.
Yeah.
But more people made money, and we had a bigger company, more elaborate growth of a company. But we also realized that even with that growth and all that business, it was almost like it got to the point where we had to kind of downsize because the spread started changing.
Okay.
Like 2012, 2013, the opportunities went down because there's more investors in the market.
Yeah.
And everybody started feeling like, man, this is great. I'm going to get in. And we had a lot more competition, and so our company had to get smaller in order to kind of survive and make the same profits we were making. And as it got smaller and smaller, and then finally we just completely shut down the company, and we went more independently basically a smaller niche business that made the same net profits as we were bringing in. Even though we did all those sales, we were only netting about a 20% margin. So if you take $20 million out of $100 million, then you take out expenses, taxes, everything else, it's not a lot of money.
Yeah.
So that's what we had to learn the hard way. We liked the idea of a bigger business, but we also thought that it was for fix and flipping, it wasn't working.
So kind of be lean and mean is the best way to go.
I think being lean and mean is the best way to go for any investor.
Tell us about your last deal, bro. I heard you bragging a little bit. Well, not really bragging, but just like I admire that shit, man. So like your last deal, what'd you make on your last deal? You said like 100K or something like that?
The last
or 50K?
The last fix and flip I did that just closed, we made $50,000 on one deal. Okay. Well, we bought it for $95,000.
Okay.
And we flipped it for $170,000.
Tell me a little bit about that. How did that deal go? For all of our viewers watching, man, tell us a little bit about that.
I can even give them the address.
Give him the address. Yeah.
The address is 48.
Wait, is it locked up already? It's already.
I already sold it.
Okay, I already sold it.
It closed and recorded yesterday.
Yeah. Okay.
Closed and recorded yesterday. Settlement statement I can actually give you. But yeah, we cleared $50,000 on a deal. We bought it for $95,000. We put about $12,000 into it. We put it on the market $170. Sold it. It had like 5 offers on it. It was a great little flip that we did, and that just closed yesterday. Recorded yesterday.
Wow.
So I had $50,000 hit my account this morning, actually.
How do you feel, man?
It's always good to make $50,000. You know what I mean? Like it's nice. I have another $20,000 wholesale deal that's closing today, and I have a $20,000 wholesale deal closing tomorrow, and I have another deal that I'm flipping that's closing on Friday, and then I'm buying 3 new deals this week too.
Wow.
So this week alone is about 6 deals.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, man, for sure.
I love it. So how do you praise Jesus, man? Praise Jesus. I mean. So how do you find the deals? How it starts, man? How you find the deal? They don't just fall out of the sky. Sometimes they do.
Yeah,
right?
Sometimes.
So obviously, dude, your network is nasty, bro. Mm-hmm. I mean, you have a badass network.
I do.
Your network, dude. You know a lot of people, man.
Yeah, I mean, being an agent.
So tell me about your network, where you find the deals, and then once you find the deal, okay, what happens next? Like, what is wholesaling, right? A lot of people watching, wholesale this, wholesale that. We hear it dropped. A lot of people say, oh, this, blah, blah, blah. What is wholesaling?
Yeah.
What is flipping? Break it down, bro. You're doing $1 million a year, 1.8 million a year. Believe me, I did his refinance for his home. I seen the taxes myself, okay? This guy is real. So tell us a little bit about that, man. How does that work?
So fix and flipping is finding the deals can be very easy. It can be very difficult. I mean, MLS, getting on the MLS, having access to MLS, having a realtor look for deals is one way to find them. Yeah. If you don't have a ton of money for marketing and budget. We did about $5,000-$6,000 a month in direct mail. AI, artificial intelligence right now. Facebook.
Whoa. Tell me about AI. What is AI, man?
So I just signed up for artificial intelligence about 2 months ago.
Okay.
Currently I've locked up 3 deals through that networking. Basically, people want to sell their home for cash. 3 of them that we got about 30 leads. We closed 3 of them, typically between here and Tucson, Phoenix, Tucson. Essentially what AI does is it's a robot and it pulls data from people looking on Google, like want to sell my home, what my home's worth. That lead comes in, and then we basically call it. So it's almost like a warm cold call, you know? And then we take that lead, we go out and we make money on it.
Yeah.
Right now, we have about $120,000 in escrow. We just picked up a property in Black Canyon City, first property I've ever bought there, $41,500 from this marketing. Comps are $120,000. It's a 1-bed, 1-bath on an acre with a septic and a well. Property, we just locked it up. We're gonna close on it like probably Monday, Tuesday. The property right now, we have a buyer who's telling us he'll pay $80,000 for it. So we could wholesale and make $39,500, or we can keep it and potentially make more. We'll see. I haven't called my partners today yet.
Oh, we could wholesale and make $39,500 like it's nothing. It's amazing, dude.
You can, so wholesaling is basically locking up, the definition of wholesaling.
What is the definition? Because I don't even think wholesaling is in the dictionary. It's like a slang. It's like
because wholesaling can be anything.
Yeah, it could be anything.
Yeah.
So what is wholesaling as opposed to real estate?
You're selling a contract.
Okay.
So basically, wholesaling is essentially you lock up a contract at an X price.
Yeah.
And then you know that somebody else, like let's say I buy it and Amir wants to buy it.
Yeah.
Amir would buy it for, let's say I tell Amir, hey, I'll get, Amir, what would you pay for this? If you don't know comps, you definitely definitely want to get a realtor to comp it for you.
Yeah.
If you are a realtor, comp it yourself, you know?
Yeah.
If you don't know your market, get somebody to help you comp it.
Yeah.
But basically, wholesaling is essentially what you're doing is figuring out what the property's worth, how much the rehab's going to cost, how much profit you're going to make. Well, then you got to figure out how much somebody's willing to buy that property for. So essentially, you just need to know what people are buying properties for in that area. So essentially, you want to find the comps in that little half-mile radius and say, oh, this property sold for 170 fixed up. Oh, I'm buying this for 90,000. Oh, the rehab is only 30,000 from the contractor. Okay, 120, 170. What could I sell this for? 100, 110, 115. And then basically, you'll be able to find out, based on what you're buying it for, rehab and sale, how much juice is in it for you to make that your spread.
Juice.
That's
juice. Another word used that I learned from Justin. Juice. How much juice is in there, man?
Yeah, you don't want to be greedy. You want to be able to get the deal gone fast.
Yeah.
You know, if you make 10,000 or 15,000, 20,000, it doesn't all have to be 40.
Yeah.
I did a deal recently. I made $7,500.
Justin sold me my first deal. I put about 80,000 into the house, made about 35K on it, and he made 5K. You know, and he was cool with that.
Yeah,
and he was cool with that. See, and that's the kind of network that we're trying to create. That's why his network is so nasty and is so amazing, because we all want to take care of each other. We want to help each other. So tell us, bro. So you find a house. Now, let's say you want to make some more money, right? So you find a house. You don't want to wholesale it. You want to flip it. Tell us the good, the bad, and the ugly about flipping, and then give us like a horror story, like something bad that happened, and then maybe something good that happened. And what are some of the secrets that you could give these guys?
So a good
major keeler, this stuff right here, you could go to seminars and pay thousands of dollars for, or you can get it right here for free. Thank you, brother. Give him the keys, man.
No
Give
problem.
him the keys. Give him the keys.
No problem at all.
Yeah.
So I've been involved in over 1,000 flips.
Wow.
I can tell you I've had everything from an infestation of cats to mold to black mold. Infestation of cats. I had 35 cats and feral cats in one of my properties, and they did not want to leave. They were under the baseboard. They were under the wood. They were in the foundation. I mean, there was a wood foundation property. They're everywhere. And we actually had to call a company, pay a special company to come take the cats and take them away without killing them, because it's illegal to kill them in Maricopa County. You can't kill a cat.
Yeah.
You can't kill feral cats, so you have to, give them to a center, essentially. So we had to pay some company to come out. That was like $2,000.
Oh, man.
Then we had to clean up the pee, the smell, all that.
Yeah.
All the bad wood had to be ripped up. We had to redo the wood, the foundation.
Yeah.
We had to get rid of the smell.
Oh.
So that's a horror story as far as like thousands and thousands of dollars just to get rid of cats. We've had houses with black mold in them. We had to pay almost $11,000 to have mold removed, because we found mold. We remodeled the house, and then the new buyer found mold, and we didn't even know.
Yeah.
And we had to rip out all the walls. The buyer still bought the house, but we had to hire a licensed company to come out, and that killed our spread. We've had houses with warthogs in the backyard, pigs, goats, sheep. We had people leave behind tons of stuff.
All of those things.
Seen it all.
Hit your profit, right?
All of them. I mean, having to relocate an animal.
How about contracting, man? What do you do for contracting? Do you have your own guys? Do you sub it out?
Over the years.
Someone you recommend?
Over the years, contractors are liars. That's 100%. If you meet a contractor who tells you $50,000, it's gonna be 75, 80. We've learned that over the years, no contractor is 100% right on their number, and that's not just necessarily the contractor's fault. It's just things come up.
Yeah.
You go into the house and all of a sudden you find out the house is rewired. You didn't know that. All of a sudden you have to repipe the house. I mean, a big thing right now is you got houses that literally all the plumbing's bad. You got a home built in the 50s and 60s.
Yeah.
You got cast iron, or you got Orangeburg, or you got so you got to replace that. You got a lot of different things that go on in these properties, so you really got to be in tune with not only your contractor, but you have to have your own knowledge. You need to know as a flipper what you're getting into, and if you're a beginning flipper, best thing I can tell you, find a partner to ally with. Find somebody who's a pro.
I like that.
And ask him for help.
Yeah. So we got about a few minutes left here, man. So contracting, really important.
Very.
Looking at the property, making sure there's no BS with it, very important. Financing, man. So I don't do financing. I don't do hard money products. I'm your regular mortgage bank, man. We specialize with first-time home buyers. So hard money, man. What is hard money? What is that term? We have a few savvy investors watching, and we have a few regular people watching, just regular homeowners. So tell us, is there anybody you recommend?
Hard money is essentially, usually most hard money lenders require 20% down.
Okay.
If you have a really good relationship, maybe 15 to 10.
Yeah.
And then they usually charge points and fees. Rates can be anywhere from 8% to 20%.
Okay.
And I would also say that I currently use a company called Lending Home.
Okay.
And they have programs to do in multiple states. You can go on their website, lendinghome.com.
Yeah.
If you refer me on this podcast, they'll hook you up with a really good rate and really good terms, probably better than what you can get in your community.
I love it.
And I have a good contact. So if you hit up Amir, we can get you in touch with our guy Ray. And as far as hard money lending, I mean, basically you just got to be savvy. I would shop it around.
Yeah.
Don't go with the first bid you get.
Okay.
Because hard money lenders are notoriously, if somebody else gives you a better bid, they might come back and beat it.
Yeah.
If they don't, whatever, you move on.
Love it.
But definitely shop it. And like I said, try to find an expert in the area. Paying $30,000, $5,000 for these seminars, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. If you really want to go to these seminars, go to one. But essentially, I think that for me, I learned in the street. I learned the hard way. Just going through and networking and meeting investors, doing the business. Most people like myself, if you've been doing 10, 15 flips, you're going to help people. Most investors are pretty generous, and I wouldn't say that most investors are dicks. Most investors are actually pretty nice. And if you actually talk to them and you're genuine with them and you actually want to work and do this business and you have that energy to do it, people will help you. If you don't, then you're gonna have a tough road ahead. So I would say be social.
So
network.
Thank you, man. Our 15 minutes is up. That went by so freaking quick. I really appreciate everyone joining us today. Don't miss my podcast every week, the Lion Group Podcast with Amir. You can find it on all streaming platforms, iTunes, Pandora. Also, follow me on Instagram, Amir Vetry. Follow me on Snapchat, The Wolf of Phoenix. YouTube channel, The Lion Group. Facebook, The Lion Group, and web, theliongrouponline.com. If you want to reach out to Justin and you want to ask him a few questions, typically he doesn't pick up his phone, and if he does, he's probably going to charge you. But if you are someone that's looking to learn a little bit more about real estate, can they call you?
You know what? I would say email me. I'd say email me.
Yeah. What's a good email?
My email right now that I'm using, that I get most of my emails from, is jfelitebroker@gmail.com.
Okay.
We check that sparingly, and then, like I said, I can hit you up on the podcast and reach out to you if you're very serious and you live in Arizona and you want a little bit of information. We work out at Tempe, so.
And if you're looking for deals, Justin, he always has a deal. I don't know where he always has a deal. But thank you so much, guys. God bless you. I appreciate you for joining.
Appreciate it. Bye.